What up, Randy? Good morning. Last minute trip. We gotta take Anthony to the airport because he's taking off for about almost a week. 5 days, Anthony? For over a week. Anyways, yeah, and then after this, we can go to LAX. LAX, we're gonna go to LA. LA have a lunch appointment. And then after that, we have Brittany doing fitting. And after fitting, we're gonna touch base. And then we're gonna see how the Friday rolls out today. It's a pretty busy Friday. Have a safe trip.
Have fun.
We're heading back to Orange County, Irvine to be exact. But apparently episode 11's good. It got approved by 001. Get a little ping right here and a little 001 approved thing. So that's pretty good. That's a huge improvement. I think what he said it was entertaining.
Yes.
Oof, entertaining. Is this the temple? That's it. Now we're gonna work on the temple. The woman's legging. So the olive one, Brittany says that you didn't do the olive one yet because we might do adjustments on it. Yeah, we added some notes right there. Okay, perfect. And then the shorts already done? Oh, how about the shorts? Oh, perfect. We'll pick that up later too then. If you're running late, always let people know.
Yeah, for sure, all the time.
No, some people don't. It seems like it's very common sense, but people fucking don't let other people know you're running late. And if you're running late and you let them know, they'll be understanding, but you don't let them know, it's rude.
Yeah. Sure.
And I have this thing when it comes to appointments. Make it to appointment, or you make it to appointment and you come late without any proper update. Because just think about this too, is like, if we're in a business or just I'm meeting you for the very first time, and we set at a certain date, let's say 1 p.m. or 1:15, whatever it is. If you don't get there, there's two things that's gonna happen to the party that's there early or that's there on time. Number one is you don't respect their time. So that means is your words mean shit, because trust me, if you really wanted to make to the appointment at 1:15 p.m. and there was $1 million waiting for you, you would punt the whole world to be there. But so when you didn't make it there in time, it means that you didn't care. And your time is more important than my time. Through a business transaction, you're fucked, right? Yep. Maybe if you're a hot girl, then it's understandable. And number two, when you show up late, now the other person, the one that's there on time or early, they already have a bad taste within the conversation or something. And if you make an excuse, yes, the excuse, my mom died, my cat died, I stepped on my dog's head, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. Because if you really cared about that appointment, you would have made sure the day before that nothing would interrupt you from getting there at 1:15 p.m. That's the rule with appointment for me. It's it's a huge pet peeve, but it's professionalism at its finest. And through corporate, it trained me a lot, because you don't fuck with appointments. It's your word, you know what I mean? It's your word. So. What up, guys? Just like earlier, what I just said, show up to appointments early. Lunch appointments at 11:30. It's 11:06. Yeah, give you a little timer. You know what I mean? I'm not faking it. Come early. We'll see what's up. This place is recommended by Devin, who I'm meeting up with. It's tapa style. What's up, Randy? Heading out to a little brunch meeting.
So what's all this?
So
videos,
yeah, no. So I'm at a point where you know this too.
Yeah.
So just imagine this. Imagine there was a camera dude following Devin when he started everything, and then you get to look back.
Right.
And then now you're like, fuck. I wish I had all of that on tape. but like I told, oh, this is my intern. He's interning for 3 months.
Right.
But then at the same time, if remember the Devin that started day one and JP that started day one.
No, that's a good idea. That's a good
we
idea.
would just be questioning ourselves for like 24 months.
I should actually do this too. I'm starting a new venture.
Yeah. So there's two things that's happening with this project for me right now. Is number one, I am infatuated with influencer marketing, because right now
I mean, that's your specialty.
it's my specialty, but at the same time, it's a bridge that we could build into other projects, aka build studios. I want to do a B2B transaction at the same time. I want to leverage this as my own content to leverage B2C with other influencers to put them onto my platform to make money. So if I'm building myself out as an influencer, so I'm transitioning from the dude in the dark that built a business, aka like each other, to now branding myself to a businessman with already a resume, to leveraging as a businessman to different ventures.
Right.
So now it's like double branding. And so the craziest dilemma I had is like, do I want to be that guy that has money but nobody knows? Or actually I want to be that guy that has money and with status that everybody knows? That's the biggest dilemma I have right now.
I think it depends too.
It is.
I think with depending how your company is, depending how far it goes, I think there's people that can't avoid status,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And to be honest, we're live in the world they're gonna dig anyways.
Right.
Imagine at least they're gonna dig through content that was managed and produced through me.
Right.
So now it's just control.
Got it.
Yeah.
The T stuff was just kind of like a little fun project for us to test out branding.
AK like this.
Right.
I'm actually gonna convert this to depth, and then I'm actually gonna set up my own website, and I'm gonna do subscription based.
Oh, nice.
Like a quote a month for $2.99. Remember? Trust me, whatever you talked about, I'm slowly implementing this, but I'm gonna see how much can I monetize myself without bill. That's the secret sauce for me right now. How much can I do it on my own platform?
For Facebook, you can build a target customer profile, right?
That's what they're building right now too, yeah.
All you have to do is just get all the emails that you have, and then put it into a system. And
Within
then
Facebook?
Yes, and then Facebook will target those customers. They'll build a lookalike audience. So that's my biggest takeaway for you, because you already have the email list.
We have a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
So all the customers that bought from you, you compile it into a list, and then you throw it into a lookalike audience on Facebook, and then it'll shoot all your ads straight to people that are like your customers.
It's called lookalike audience.
Lookalike audience. So because Facebook has everything, right?
No.
Facebook has they know all the emails. What they do is they know what each person is like, what they follow,
Yes.
pages they like. So assuming that all your customers are healthy, fit, exercise type of people,
Yep.
you spit that into Facebook's lookalike audience, right? And then Facebook will target similar customers that are just like them and not them.
Wow.
So pretty much that's how you maximize your money on spend.
Yep.
Because you're only advertising to people that would actually buy.
Now my second question too is, it's something I feel internally. I feel like we're not going wide enough.
Define wide.
Wide as in the audience, because we're serving such a niche, which is health and fitness enthusiasts, more on the extreme side. But I feel like we haven't gone wide enough. In 2018, I would love to go wide. Did you go? I'm pretty sure you ran a campaign where it was narrow and wide. So what was the data behind those two?
So niche, in my experience, actually does better than wide, because you don't want to be known as the guy that can do it all, you know? You want to be known to that point eventually, like, Nike or whatnot.
Okay.
But they all started in a specific niche, right? Sports.
Yes.
If anything, I would still stay within health and fitness, but maybe instead of just weightlifting, you expand on sports. You expand on running, right? You expand on
That's what I meant.
maybe tennis or other
What-
type of sports.
Because we haven't been expanding on other types of sports. We've been only on exercise training
Bodybuilding.
and bodybuilding.
Yeah, so I mean, as long as you keep it within that area, I would say just pick out a sport and then grow it one by one. Don't try to do everything all at once.
Lucky right now? No, the audience. They're so fucking lucky. Because they're gonna hear so much nuggets from this. We're gonna bleep out a couple stuff, but like this right here, priceless. Priceless. Because to be honest, like if there's a young entrepreneur somewhere like land on my page and they heard this conversation, it would help the learning curve so much. True? Good to go?
Yeah.
To catch the next appointment.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, JP.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, I'm mainly working on like dating stuff right now.
How was lunch, Randy?
It's delicious. It was great.
It was a quick one, right?
Yep.
You want to go eat some McDonald's right now? I was just
I don't eat
I was just We have a meeting in 10 minutes. Back again. You're early for your meetings.
With that, you know how you said you want to keep the content consistent. How would you do that? I feel like both would have very different styles.
Exactly. That's the best part of it. So as the viewers, they get to, as the two creative, they get to compete. As I'm gonna beat this guy on the last content he produced, and the second thing is they're actually gonna get to feed off of each other's work.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, you presented Jeremy in that manner.
Yeah.
Why didn't I do that?
Yeah.
And it gives it a very competitive effort too. For me, is like even out of that spectrum is the time slot that's gonna accommodate your schedule too, and then his. Some days your day's gonna suck. Tire blows out, something's gonna happen, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Today's important. To have a backup is huge.
Yeah.
I even talked to Randy about this. Randy goes, I'm gonna do everything, but then at the same time, next week, I'm gonna text you the second number 2 guy to get him to at least 2 days with me so I can start grooming him too.
Yeah.
It's a grooming process.
Yeah.
Remember, he doesn't record everything. He records the majority of it. After he sends you the video, you're gonna watch it, you're gonna revise it, re-edit one more time, and then set a date to launch.
Yeah.
That's it. You want to have a seat real quick?
Sure. Yeah, take everything you can.
Yeah.
Like, listen to everything JP says. He's probably
So-
the smartest guy you'll ever talk to.
So you want to bust out your notes too, your phone notes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So real quick, so when it comes to creative work, just like how I tell Randy too, is you after you end the day with Jeremy, you want to finish the edit same day.
Okay.
There's a reason for that too, and the reason for that is whatever you experience that day, you want that to be out of your mind,
Okay.
so you can move on to the next project. And Andy, how does that feel? Does that sound right?
Yep.
Okay. And the other part too is it sucks. It's like anything in the beginning when you learn how to ride a bike. You can get 3 pedals in. It's going to take forever to get your first full rolling motion. But at the same time, his editing, and let's say the first video took about 5 hours. His edits now is only 3 hours.
Okay.
It eventually will be faster and faster and faster. Because when you have a day with Jeremy or a day with anybody, there's so much going on. And if you don't finish your thought process, it gets diluted to the next day.
Okay.
It gets diluted to the next day.
That makes sense.
You want to be a creative and produce stuff on the fly.
Yeah.
You're going to be producing stuff at I call it the 70% capacity. I don't need your work to be at 100%. I need your work at 70%. Because your 70% might be somebody else's work at 100%. Does that kind of make sense?
It does.
Because you're your worst critic.
True.
And so just get the idea done. The other part too is you're versed with the camera, so it's the 70D. What do you edit on?
I use Adobe Pro Premiere.
Okay, perfect. He's learning it right now. He's going through his own learning curve right now. Great program to have. What I do recommend is on your spare time, look for music.
Yes.
Music's going to take the most time, and then typography is huge, because with bad fonts makes the whole video look cheap too.
Okay.
Yeah. So font and typography is going to be a huge thing for you guys. Within your video, try to have 2 content for him to post. So let's say that the main video would be whatever it's going to be loaded on YouTube, and then you're going to do a summary video, which you could clip pieces of that day into a 1-minute video for him to repost.
Yeah, I told talking
Yep.
about that. Too.
That's gonna be huge too, because you don't have to ask, because once you receive the email is like your video's live, your IG video's live, and then the very last part is if you can you're gonna rewatch the video.
Yeah.
It's either you or him is gonna have the title for that video.
Yeah.
Because on YouTube is not hashtag based, it's very title based. So that means if it's like, for that video today was a very good arm day, that you want the title to be Armageddon, or big big man arm day or Olympia arm day, because when they search, it's by the search bar, not by the hashtag like Instagram.
Yeah.
So that title caption is huge. And you want to keep that title consistent. So let's say a big arm day, and then this little line, and it'd be vblog 001. And that vblog 001 always stays consistent because they know what kind it is. Because let's say if it's a collab day, it will be title of the collab, and then the line, and it will be collab with da da da.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when they search that person's name on the search bar, let's say it's Megan Fox, right? It'll be the day of the name of the collab, and then it'll be Megan Fox. So it's searchable within that engine.
Yeah.
Video upload time, I know how he posts. He posts, I think, your biggest engagements in the morning.
Yeah.
So you're gonna set the video to be live. So he needs to see the video before he goes to sleep.
Night before, yeah.
Yeah, the night before, and then you're gonna set it so it could be live at 9:30. So when he wakes up, he posts, everything's good.
Okay.
The second thing is you're gonna work on a caption. On the caption is your plug. Eventually, your plug will be a bio about yourself, all your links of the sponsorship, and maybe like an outfit of the day,
Yeah.
right? And that's the thing you're gonna come in and tweak. That's it.
Okay.
But that bio is gonna be a copy and paste because you just want him to have the video to be like everything's good at midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, whatever it is, or he wakes up the next day. And for him to wake up, press load and go.
Okay.
Yeah. So it streamlines the whole service. Nobody questions like, hey, you're missing this, you're missing this. He's still missing stuff, but at least there's an order now on how stuff gets done. We're a little bit more technical because we do meme videos. I'm doing more business oriented.
Yeah.
But for his viewer, they just want to see Jeremy, which is the easiest thing to produce.
Yeah.
For my viewers, they want to see business insight. It's a little bit more curating I have to do, but him is easy.
Yeah. It's just
Zoom up in his arm, go out in his arm, go zoom up in his arm is easy. And then the only tip, the little quotation that the biggest takeaway you should have from this is trim the fats. So let's say I know the day seems like there's going to be a lot of data, but that day you want to trim as much fat as possible because people's attention span is very short. And so get to the point. And then what I tell Randy too is this: when you're shadowing him, he's your producer, you're the editor. So just make this clear: you're the producer and he's the editor. So what that means is he's producing what he sees on your what you're doing,
Yeah.
and what you're taking out of that day. You're producing the content that speaks volume to you. He comes back to edit if there's stuff that he shouldn't say because he represents brand, he represents federations.
Yeah.
You kind of understand the two. You don't tell him what to produce.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
could you could recommend him what to produce.
Yeah.
Because
So as he's going, if I feel like there's something I want to add in.
yeah, it'd be like, hey, turn on the mic.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or turn off the mic.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine because that's personal space.
Yeah.
But when you're producing and you're editing, you want this edit to give not only value to him, but value to the guy next to you. So that means if somebody landed on your page that's in your position, what can you pass on that day to the next person? That fruit. You know what I mean? Because that's the part of you recording is you're passing on knowledge. And this is how our industry is built,
Yeah.
is through knowledge.
Randy, how much are you recording on a given day? How many hours?
This is pretty much the whole day with JT.
So like you're constantly rolling. Something similar like that. How long does it take you to go through the day to figure out what you want to put into those?
Today?
How long are your videos?
It's between, it could be from 6 minutes to 32 minutes.
10-minute plus.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to go through that?
Oh gosh, first time I was like 4 or 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's why like when I was telling you, man, it's like
You get used to it.
You're gonna need your time to
Yeah.
get through it.
Yeah, you get used
And that's why you need two guys,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Because while this guy's processing, the next guy's recording and processing too. But with Randy, I'm gonna train him to be like a robot. He's gonna do it all. But that's the thing, because this is his aspiration. Biggest question is, what do you want out of this relationship?
I want to grow. I want to learn, and I want to see what's behind the doors.
Okay, understand. You wanna see a foresee of the future.
Yes, sir.
Interesting. That's
So
perfect.
That's why, like right off the bat, it was, how mutually beneficial is huge to me.
Correct.
So that's the way I saw it.
Yeah.
It was just a very mutually beneficial relationship. And that he could sharpen his skills, do what he needs to do, and at the same time get his work out there, and then at the same time work for me.
Yep. Yep.
So, my background with this is I started a YouTube channel because I got into the fitness.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
How long was that ago?
Maybe a little over a year ago.
Mm-hmm. How many videos per week?
Well, the goal was I tried to come out with one a week.
Correct. And it was very hard.
It's very hard.
Yep.
Because when you're trying to pay bills and
Yep.
life,
It's not your priority.
exactly.
Yes.
So when you said the get it out that same day, you have to kind of do that.
Because you see the dilemma.
Exactly.
Because like it or not, I blog for a while too, thinking I could produce my own content, but blogging and running a business doesn't correlate. I have to pick my priorities. Yep.
And so I fell in love with it. I felt like I can show people so much more than just a picture.
100%.
And it's just they can reach, they can relate to us, they can connect with us.
This context.
Yes.
Yep.
And so once I started vlogging myself, I kind of started liking directing a little bit and recording other people. So I try to put myself in other positions to collab with other people in the fitness industries, from girls to men, and just to see what it's like. And I really like it. I really love it, to be honest. And I love editing. Like I can sit down and edit and just create this movie or whatever, this something that can change someone's day.
Yes. Because you know you're going to provide value
Yes, sir.
for that day. It's beautiful. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit.
Do your thing.
I'm waiting for my McDonald's to get here.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Eat your thing. Yeah. Eat your thing. Do your thing. So, a little fire happens. Professional firefighter here. But anyways, Jay just called me. Get the extra piece of fabric and then bust back. A little irritated. Minor mistake. But we just visited Jay and found out that there's a couple mistakes within the sampling process because of miscommunication or misunderstanding happens. But we just kind of wasted like an hour to find out there was a miscommunication. But it's okay, because when it comes to production, everything's gonna be flawless. Just kidding, it won't be flawless. But at least we understand that there's some issues already. So this is episode 12. And if you guys like these content, I need you guys to search for my name or type in JP Win NGYN. Click subscribe. Click the goddamn bell. Make me happy. Oh, and leave comments of what you guys would like to see for behind the scenes stuff. And thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you guys soon.